it's the quarterback situation in New England.
Yeah.
Because I guess Jerod Mayo came out and said that Jacoby Brissett is the most pro-ready guy,
Shit, he's been a pro for 10 fucking years.
which is what everybody said. And this kind of goes back to my whole thing. Oh, and also like he's taken all the, basically alluding to him being the starting quarterback. He's taken all the QB1 snaps. They say he's the most pro-ready guy.
He is.
And it kind of goes back to what I was saying about like Caleb Williams, where it's like, if you now, okay, Caleb Williams is admitting like, okay, yeah, there's things I gotta fix. There's flaws that I have that honestly in the next month I'd like to fucking
Sure.
tune up. If your own coach is sitting there going like, yeah, we got a quarterback that we drafted with the third pick.
Yeah, and we're not even really thinking about him. We're thinking of putting in a career backup as our starting quarterback.
Who's spending his second term as a Patriot.
And this is what pisses me off. This is what pissed me off about like Washington and their quarterback situation for the longest time. It's like the Patriots are not in a win now situation. They're in no world where they will benefit from having Jacoby Brissett be their quarterback. He won't be their long-term quarterback. You just spent all your fucking money on Drake May, as you should. He could have a very good career. But yeah, no, I would like to see Drake May start game one and then play as long as possible. They tried to do that with Anthony Richardson. He got injured, whatever. Yeah. But Drake May is not really much of a mobile guy, and I would like to see him on the field game one.
I mean, I think they handled it the perfect way with, Anthony Richardson. It's like, you hand him the keys. You hand him the keys.
Give it to him. Yeah, fuck it.
Unless this is a Jordan Love situation where you are sitting behind Aaron Rodgers, you need to be given the keys.
Yeah, no, this is a career backup who you have no chance to win with. Absolutely, and they threw C.J. Stroud in immediately. It worked.
Like, I think y'all are going to give Jaden Daniels the keys and just let him, like,
let him. I mean, we've no one else. Who the fuck else do we have?
Because Jaden Daniels, you saw the Giants drafting.
What do you mean?
The Giants, they were talking about who they were going to draft. It was like the Hard Knocks shit.
Dude. I tried to watch that and I almost threw up in my mouth.
So you don't know what
I get you're having fun with your kids or whatever. Shut up.
Well, did you not hear what his son said?
About
he asked his son, he was like, who should I draft?
Oh, he said Jaden Daniels.
It's like, dude, Jaden Daniels. He's like, you only get this job once. He's like, you better try.
Yeah.
He's like,
he said, don't fuck it up.
So if Jaden Daniels,
well, he went Daniels, and then there's like two other quarterbacks, and then it was Malik Neighbors.
He's like, you can't really go wrong. But the first person he said was Jaden Daniels. So if he goes on to ball out, I guess the Giants GM's son called it. So when they have Daniel Jones play like a shitty bum next.
But also, I mean, we had pick number 2.
Yeah.
They weren't going to get him.
No. Well, yeah.
But he did tell him to trade up.
Yeah. Do you make a move for Jaden Daniels? It's like no.
Probably. No. Yeah. We'll stick with. I mean, Neighbors already looks pretty decent.
But it just sucks because Malik Neighbors is going to have to be catching balls thrown from Daniel Jones.
No. And there's no Saquon to muddle up how good their offense is and hide Daniel Jones. There's no hiding that shit.
Nothing. They're not hiding anything. But with the Patriots shit,
Jaden Daniels is listed as QB1. Marcus Mariota number 2. Forgot about him.
With the Patriots shit, I'd say, I mean, Jacoby Brissett. See, now this to me, this seems more like a favor. This seems more like a favor than like the whole like Jerod Mayo thing. Like, y'all are bringing Jacoby Brissett back. You're giving him this like huge advantage over a guy you picked with the third pick.
Yeah.
Everybody around him is going to be starting week 1. And he's probably going to be sitting back behind Jacoby Brissett, who the Patriots know he's a backup quarterback. The whole league knows he's a backup quarterback.
Of course.
And I mean,
I really hate like how I don't get it. Like I get that you don't think that Drake May is totally ready, but him sitting on the sideline for 2 hours is not going to help his career at all.
Fuck no, it's not.
Like that does nothing for him. Like I get the Jordan Love stuff. I mean, I don't get the Packers drafting him. Mahomes sat behind Alex Smith for a season. Jacoby Brissett is neither of those guys.
I think
and you also have 3 already kind of decent. I mean, they have a decent quarterback room. Zappy and Joe Milton.
Well, and then with the Packers thing, I think obviously with hindsight at least, and I really still don't know what told them then, but they knew something then. And I mean,
they must have.
They knew in terms of who they were going to get out of Jordan Love and why they had to figure out a replacement for Aaron Rodgers soon.
Well, yeah, I mean, with Aaron, you never really knew when he would end his career. Ended up winning 2 MVPs after he got drafted.
But they kind of made that decision for Aaron drafting Jordan Love.
Sure. If I was Aaron, I would have left immediately.
Well, I mean, he only spent.
I mean, because
I think he only. How many years did Jordan Love spend behind Aaron Rodgers?
2.
Really? Okay, go ahead. Keep saying what you were saying.
But no, I mean, for Aaron's sake, he had a ton of problems with them already not drafting the players they needed. Horrible coaching late in the season and in the playoffs. So yeah, I mean, he was on his last straw, and I guess he just waited out his contract or whatever. But
and then other quarterbacks.
How many years did he spend behind him? He spent 3 years behind him, or 2?
No, 2. He spent 2 years behind him, and then last year he played.
No, 3 years.
No, he's
2020, 2021, and 2022.
No, he's played 3 years. I just looked at his shit. He got drafted in 21.
No, 20.
21.
I'm looking at it right now.
I'm looking at it right now.
He was pick number 26 in 2020.
I mean, I don't know why it says 20. Man, I'm looking at his stats right here. So unless he just wasn't even...
Well, no, he didn't touch a field in 2020.
I mean, so he wasn't even activated?
Yeah, he didn't get into a game.
You tell me he wasn't even activated?
He was the 3rd quarterback on the depth chart.
Huh. So it was just a big old fucking waste of time with...
Love was inactive for every game in the 2020 season.
So, okay. So, sure, I guess 3 years behind Aaron Rodgers. I don't know how much you were behind Aaron Rodgers when you weren't even suited up, but I guess.
Yeah, I don't know.
The only
but also Jordan Love was a different kind of get than a Drake May type of get.
Yeah. And then the only other thing I saw about quarterbacks or just news around the league is Sam Howell in Seattle. He's closer to competing for QB or QB2 than QB1. He's in a closer competition with QB3 to be the backup than he is to be a starter. He is, I believe the word was specifically alarmingly inaccurate.
So, all of that dog shit hype. I think what happened to Washington fans, because I talked to Washington fans about like when Sam Howell was the quarterback, and they were all like, "No, I think Sam Howell's pretty good. I think I like Sam Howell," and it's because we were dealing with absolute dog shit for the past long varied time, and I think we're numb to what a good quarterback is.
You had your Heineke.
And I think Sam Howell took like fucking 40 sacks in the first half of the season last year. Wasn't very good at all. We won fucking 4 games last year. He had some good games and some good throws, but I never really liked him that much.
He had the Heineke meat riders though that were still salty that Sam Howell was the quarterback for Washington.
But my thing was, it was like, again, it's like pick one of them, ride with one of them, just quit flip flopping these motherfuckers because honestly, they both stink.
Yeah.
So you're not going to get one out of the other, and we're damn sure not going to keep Sam Howell for very long.
Oh wait, you said Sam Howell or Jaden?
No, Heineke.
Oh, okay. For a second, I forgot the other quarterback. I was like, you're already calling him, like, you're already saying he sucks? But okay, I got you.
No. I mean,
or how?
I have high expectations for Jaden, but yeah, hopefully he's good. I mean, but it is funny that he's unable to compete with Geno Smith.
I mean, just think about it though. Out of the top 3 quarterbacks, there's one quarterback we haven't heard. Oh, we're worried about his mental wherewithal as the leader of the offense, or he might not even be our quarterback this year. You know,
that's very true. We are fully locked in on him.
Out of the top 3 quarterbacks drafted, ain't nothing bad's came out about JD yet.
Nothing's been said, but also like it's clearly on the worst team out of those. Well, I guess the Patriots are worse than us.
Skill wise, y'all are better than the Patriots.
Sure, yeah.
Gotta be.
But yeah, no, I want to see Jaden do well. I mean, I talked shit about Drake May just because I was.
Yeah, you did.
Well, just because I was just upset at how bad UNC quarterbacks have been in the league. Sam Howell and Trubisky and just ACC quarterbacks in general, outside of Trevor Lawrence and the guys from Clemson, Deshaun Watson, but Daniel Jones from Duke. It's like, I don't know.
But alarmingly inaccurate is just
inaccurate is
I've heard like
shocking.
He overthrows a lot. He Tua underthrows this that, but alarmingly inaccurate. That
sucks.
That's money.
I mean, I'm surprised that he's fighting for the 2 spot and not worse.
I mean, it's Geno Smith, so it's not like the QB1 is locked.
They don't still have Drake May, no? Not Drake May. Drew Lock.
Drew Lock is a...
Oh, dude, he's competing with P.J. Walker.
Drew Lock is...
Drew Lock's a Bronco now.
Did you just... Wait. So he's competing with P.J. Walker for QB2 right now.
So it's Geno for sure.
Jesus
Sam's number 2. PJ's 3. That could switch.
Okay, but